Welcome to Life of Hair. My name is James Atkinson, and in this episode I have got a commercial blinder, highlights without foils. Today we're going to fill in my client Charlotte's regrowth, and we're going to use just tints, one high lift and one normal tint. We're using Redken Chromatics and Redken Blonde Glam High Lift. One's with 30 vol and one's with 40 vol. And we're going to get a beautifully soft, natural root that will blend seamlessly into Charlotte's blonder ends. She's naturally curly and she mostly wears her hair curly, although we're not going to style it like that today. Charlotte used to come to me years and years ago and had no colour. And she said to me, James, I really like to ramp up my colour. And this is how we started colouring her hair probably a year or so ago, and it's built up and built up, and now she's got this lovely natural blonde effect. So this is definitely one you can use in the salon from today onwards. So this is my client Charlotte. She's got 2.5 inches of natural regrowth on a level 7. And we're going to fill this regrowth in today with a technique that is highlighting without foil. Pre-section to this technique is very, very simple. We simply pre-section off from the highest point of the head to the back of the ear, and then take a horizontal section across the back, which creates this crescent shape you can see in the crown area. The weaving to this technique is very, very important. You are digging into the hair slightly when you're taking the weave. It's a regular size weave, but you're going down and up, down and up. You're not picking the hair clean off the top. Sections wise, 1-inch sections throughout the whole technique. This is to ensure when you dig into the hair to take your weaves, that you do not end up picking the hair that you have just coloured underneath your previous section. When you're painting the hair, make sure it's well saturated, but there is not too much colour on the hair so that it starts printing on the hair underneath. There is the back complete, 4 sections to complete that whole back section. Now moving on to the sides. We're weaving deeply to get this technique to work perfectly, because if we don't, then again, as I said earlier, it can imprint the colour onto the section underneath, and you can also end up picking up hair that you don't want from something you've just coloured. So I'm being careful here to put enough product onto the hair that it is well covered, but I am also not leaving too much colour on the hair so that the saturation doesn't leak onto the hair below. So on that left hand side that I've just finished, I would have done that left hand side in about 6 sections, and then this right hand side slightly bigger, it will probably require 8 sections. Another really important tip with this technique, guys, is not to paint right onto the root. You'll get an effect that looks like a bleed. You need to have 1 to 2 millimeters away from the root with your application. Final section now. Really important thing to remember is finish on the same colour in the parting and in the crown. So as we see now, I've finished this look all with high lift tint. High lift tint on this side you can see nearest to you, the other side was high lift tint, and in the crown is high lift tint. All finished. Techniques so quick, so simple, half an hour to do, and that was with me recording it as well here and there. I charge half head of highlights price for this, and it is such a good little earner in the salon. It's such a great technique, seamless blend from her old colour to her new colour, and no toner required. That's right, no toner required. Such a quick technique to do in the salon, so commercially viable. I really hope you guys give it a go, because if you get your head around it, you will absolutely love it. So there's the technique, job done, all finished. Absolutely looks a blinder. And as you saw from the video, it's so simple to do. Anybody can do this technique, even the apprentices. It's just so foolproof. You just need the balayage boards with the long board on them to make the job a little bit easier, and you're away. So, if you've got any questions that you'd like to know about this technique, then leave it in the comments down below, and I'd be more than happy to get back to you with any queries or questions. And if you've enjoyed this episode of The Life of Hair, you know what to do. You hit that thumbs up button, you subscribe, and you share it with your friends, because sharing is caring. And I will see you again very soon for another episode of The Life of Hair.